Good morning, everyone. Today is Monday. Let's get up. Let's get at it. Continually allow your light to shine and be a blessing in someone else's life, not just on today, but each and every day. I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. I most certainly did. I was able to fellowship with some people, just had a good time on Friday evening with my girls, on Saturday with my classmates. It was just an awesome time to just be surrounded by friends and just to laugh and just, to truly have a good time. And then to top it off, yesterday at church with Bishop and his message. Oh my God. It was amazing. He came out of St. Matthew 23 through 35 talking about grace cancellation, and just kind of reading the scriptures in this particular book. It was profound to me, talking about grace cancellation. I'm just going to kind of paraphrase and get through this morning. It was basically a king or a master who was going to collect on a debt that was owed to him by one of his servants. And the king went to his servant to collect. The servant did not have it. He told the king or the master that he did not have it. So at this time, the king was going to sell him, his family, his possessions to get what was owed him. But yet the servant, he felt bad. He fell down on his knees. He asked the king to overlook it. He didn't have it at this time, to just give him, a little bit of extra time to repay this debt. And this king felt pity for him, compassion. And so he told him that his debt was canceled out. And yet this same servant, he was in a same predicament where somebody owed him. And instead of showing that same compassion, he actually had this individual, this other servant, jailed. And yet when the other people found out about it, they went and told the king. The king came back and told them, look, I just recently showed you compassion. I just recently canceled out your debt. Why can you not have this same compassion on your fellow man? And so the king was so outraged that he actually had him jailed. And it's all because of God's grace. God allows grace to set upon us, and the moral of this is that we have to be able to forgive our fellow man, our fellow woman, for whatever debt that is owed us. Show a little bit more compassion and love for someone else. Sometimes, we truly forget the things that God has brought us out of, that God has actually saw us through and allowed us to come through it unharmed, unscathed, just by the grace of God. And that was profound to me. We think we deserve grace, but yet we don't. We think we're worthy of grace, but we are not. There's only one person who is worthy, and it most definitely is not us. We fail each and every day, but just by God's grace to be there to get us through this, we have to show compassion for others. We just can't go around, treating people any kind of way. The things that we have is by the grace of God. Bishop also said something else profound on yesterday. He said, sometimes grace isn't by getting what you want, but grace is when you accept what God wants. See, that goes back to our own understanding. We think it's something that we want, that we deserve. And it may not even be in God's guideline. That may not even be what God has for us. But when we come to the realization and realize the true meaning and the true blessings that God has for us and what he wants for us, like I said, it's by God's grace. You have to understand that you didn't get it because that's not what God wanted for you. And you have to be okay with that. Grace should enhance you. Bishop also said, are you a grace case? Grace makes you better. Things happen and you don't know why you have it, why it happened, how you even got it. But it's by God's grace. Don't cancel out God's grace by not being gracious to your fellow man. No compassion. God has compassion for us each and every day. People tear you down. It's okay. God is going to keep gracing you. They hurt or mistreat you. That's okay. God is going to keep gracing you. You're not worthy. And we know this, but yet God is going to keep gracing you. You know, God favors you. And with that comes responsibility. Keep it and don't cancel it out. What God has extended to you. Hold your head up, smile, and just go through whatever you're going through. And just know at the end it's by God's grace. Don't take anything for granted. It's by God's grace. What you have, you could have it now and lose it tomorrow. By God's grace. Just be thankful, be compassionate, love when you possibly can, show compassion when you possibly can, and most definitely serve when you possibly can. With that being said, everyone, continually allow your light to shine. Be a blessing. Not only to yourself, but most definitely to others. With that being said, have a wonderful day on today. Serve and let that light continually shine. Everyone truly be blessed on this wonderful Monday morning.